Hello? How did you get this number? Don't you know he's listening? The 13. He's here.
You have entered the 13, a place where real stories about music, touring, and the beyond are told. Music does something to us. We all experience it in our own way. It can affect our senses, transport us through time, and release emotions. On this podcast, we will talk with people about the power of music and the beyond. What does the beyond mean? Let's find out together. Turn on your metronomes because this time is about to be tracked.
What is going on, everybody? This is the 13, and I'm your host, Ryan 13. And today we have Jefe. Jefe sings in a band called Crowmonger and Heathen's Blood. I've known you for what, 20 years probably?
Yeah, it was Pinche Gringos back then.
Pinche Gringos back then. Dude, you've been into like a thousand other projects too, and I don't even have them written down. I've got the two. So what else have you been into besides Pinche Gringos and the other two mentioned?
Well, there was a 10-ton hammer.
Oh, yep, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was a good one back in the day. We I don't know. I would say probably that was, I guess, most successful. I think just because we did so much more. Like we toured very often. It was only weekenders, but we went from Oklahoma to Harlingen.
Yeah.
So we hit it all. So it didn't seem like I could go really anywhere in the state and not hear a Jefe.
Yeah.
Like, what? Oh shit! What's up, man?
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's
There
great. Being in the scene is, it's a lot of fun when you start recognizing people everywhere you go. You're like, and they all know you, and you know them, and everybody in the scene, especially like the Houston scene. We all come together. And
absolutely, I was my youngest son. We'd be out running errands or going to the movies or something, whatever, go-karts, whatever,
Right.
And then be like, Jefe, and I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Blah. We get to talking for a minute, and then here's my sons, Ashton and Landon, and then that person would leave or whatever, and then my Landon, my youngest one, would go, Studios, Dad? I'm like, yeah, that's where I know him from.
Yeah. Cool. Excuse me. So what have you got a Crowmonger show coming up?
Yeah, coming up September the 24th of this month at BFE with our brothers, Wellborn Road, and Kissing Judah. I think Kissing Judas.
Kissing Judas. Yeah. That's kind of a cool
so
name.
It's a one-off show. Crowmongers kind of, like I said, we just people have jobs that don't allow them to be able to do an active band. So this is just wound up being, like I said, a one-off show we're going to do. And two, so then there was the Killing Company. Oh, goddamn, son. That was another one.
Okay. Hell yeah. Oh, goddamn. And that's how it was said, huh?
Yeah. That's how it's spelled. GAWDAYUM space SON. Goddamn, son.
Nice. It's all one word. That's fantastic.
2 words, yeah. Goddamn, and then the space and son. But yeah, that one. Doing a project with Beard Jitsu also, and Bill from Backbone,
nice.
Called Sam Monstro.
Okay.
I was like, how'd you come up with that one? And I know I'm gonna get it wrong, but he's like, all of the cool band names in English are done. So I think this is Portuguese. And it means like amazing sound or amazing music or something.
Wow.
Like that.
Okay.
So somebody. Like, all right. It sounds like Monster too. I like that.
Yeah. Somebody did something like that. Who was that? What band was? Oh, a Legion or whatever. But it's spelled like Alligayon, but it's like but it's a Legion. And I think they just tried to. They're like, we'll call it a Legion, but we're gonna spell it this way because you can't spell anything. Like your friend said, all the good.
It's all taken.
It's all taken.
Yeah, all
so you got to make. Yeah, so they had to just make it all fucked up and spelled weird. Which when I first saw it, I was like, Alligayon, what the fuck is that? But They're actually a pretty good band, the Legion.
It's
Right.
it's like, see the it's instead of Metallica, it's Meat-Alica, meat
Yeah.
Meat Metallica. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
There's some weird ones out there, dude. There's some
Mhm.
fucking weird ones
Oh,
out
before we
there. I
get too
mean,
deep, as I'm noticing it, uh, we were talking about red earlier, but this is a logo design we were working on for one of his t-shirt
okay.
companies. But yeah,
Hell
Night
yeah.
Night Apparel,
Night
and
night, dude. Yeah. Like Red's got on
uh,
his hands.
yeah, and then on the back it says it's night time all the time.
Awesome. That's awesome. I love
Hell
it.
yeah.
What wow. So what do you got going on? Okay, so you got the Crowmonger thing. What about Heathen's Blood? You guys doing anything with them?
No, it's like they're all doing this, they're doing this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, of
Like there's
course.
nothing, nothing's up high and rocking and rolling right now. But now Heathen's Blood, I think Mike, the drummer, is wanting to continue it on, and that's fine. Just keep the name. I mean, I don't care. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Okay.
No hard feelings about that. But I am me and my buddy Mason. Shout out to Mason. We shot a video for the one song that Heathen's Blood recorded, "Soulless," which they actually had before I was in the band. But in the video, it's fucking awesome.
I think I
It's going to be
watched
so.
it.
It's not
Or
done yet.
no, I watched a video with you, but I don't know who it was. Oh, it was Crowmonger. You guys have
Oh, okay, yeah, the
a
drinking at
video.
home probably.
Yeah, yeah, that was it. That
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
one.
Dude, I've been wanting that one. I've been wanting to do a jam room video for like 15 years and finally did it. I was like,
Nice.
fuck yeah, it's so badass.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, so the Soulless video, it's got Sandy in it. But thank you, Sandy. Shout out to you. You're fucking awesome. It's got boobs, it's got blood, it's got possession. It's
Nice.
got everything. Everything a heavy metal song needs, you know?
Absolutely. Boobs, blood, and possession. I love it.
Hell yeah.
The thing that so when I was talking to Tracy the other day and you, when y'all were hanging out at Griff's or whatever, uh Nikki brought up the ghost thing.
Yeah.
Like, so we are, or is that like all of us gonna go do some of that shit? Or you guys are gonna do a show or something? But I was like,
Yeah.
she was like, when are we gonna go ghost hunting? I'm like, I'm down. Let's go. Like,
Yeah.
go to the
Fucking
Blue
A.
Light
Yeah.
Cemetery or whatever.
Yeah. I know we were talking about that one. I definitely want to check that out. I'm gonna have to hop some fences. Like, ugh.
I don't know how much trouble we'll get
Someone
in
might have to
later.
spot me.
Yeah.
What?
I said, I don't know how much trouble we'll get in later. Like, so I watched this guy on YouTube. He's called Bald and Bankrupt. He's awesome. He goes around Russia and like just explores old Soviet shit. And he's really interested in that stuff. But he finds the Soviet space shuttle, which has been hidden away
What?
for like on a base in the middle of fucking nowhere, in the middle of the country. And he basically breaks into a military installation, gets out there, gets in there, and there's video of him in there in this old aging space shuttle that they never launched. And
That's crazy cool.
and then they found him. You know, the Russians found him. He made like 5 or 6 more videos after that, and the Russian police found him and kicked him out of the country forever. So I don't know.
Oh shit.
I don't think we're gonna get kicked out of the country forever for jumping into an old cemetery. But I was just thinking, I was like, if we film this, how much trouble could we get in?
Yeah. 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 It might be a couple days in county jail, but it'll be worth it.
Okay, I'm down. As long as it's over the weekend.
Ryan's like, I don't know. I gotta work, man. I don't know if I can do a couple days in county jail.
Well, dude, you know, like you said with the band thing, like with Crowmonger, that's the same deal with me. We just don't have any. I got to work all the time. I could do weekends, you know, if we could just travel somewhere, leave Friday, but then see, like not even Friday night, dude, because I don't even get off work till, you know, at the earliest 4:30, and it's like, if we had to play in Austin that night, it ain't gonna fucking happen. Well,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could push it.
You'd have to like headline or something just to make sure you got there in time.
Right. Well, that could happen. That's because, but only because of Doug. But it would be fun. But we might do that. Razor 13 might do that one day. We'll just have to see. Shameless plug to my friend Brandon's show, Expanding Reality. You guys can go over to expandingrealitypodcast.com and check him out for all of your podcasting needs. I got a little spiel here. Some of you may be hearing a lot about all the UFO talk lately. There is an awesome show that covers UFO, consciousness, psychedelics, and the beyond. Check out the link in the description below, Expanding Reality. There you can become an expansive insider and check out awesome bonus content. But yeah, you guys go check out Expanding Reality. I'll put a link at the bottom along with all of Jefe's links so you can find out where he is and what he's got going on and what he's doing. Have you seen Aliens?
Have I seen aliens?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, I've definitely seen entities.
Sure.
Who knows? Could be aliens. I guess maybe. Could be ghosts or whatever.
Speak to me of the entities.
Yeah, I had some weird shit happen around me, not ever to me or anything, but
okay.
I don't know. I honestly, it's kind of like the news. I haven't watched TV in probably 15 years.
Sure.
Just regularly and have it, watch CBS on Friday nights or whatever, or Tuesday,
right.
whatever. I just haven't done that. And
yeah, I don't do it.
But shit, there was a point, and then I kind of got sidetracked.
Ghosts.
About TV. I was thinking about something else I wanted to tell you while I was saying that. That's probably where I messed up. That's probably what happened. Well, hey, cheers.
Cheers, brother. If it comes back to you, let me know. Have you ever seen Bigfoot?
Well, some people call me Sasquatch.
Okay.
But,
you've seen yourself.
I've seen me in the mirror a bunch of times.
There you go. I think I saw some shit when I was a kid. Like Katy used to be all woods back then,
right.
It was woods and rice fields, and
it was country back then.
Yeah, it was country. It was great, and I would run around out there in the middle of the night with all my friends, doing whatever. I mean, yeah, sometimes we were doing drugs, but sometimes we allegedly, and sometimes we weren't. So but one time I was out there stone sober with my buddy John Paul. Shout out to John Paul. He'll tell you this exact same story. The moon was up. We're walking along Buffalo Bayou, the branch that goes out into the woods out by my folks' house. We jumped the fence, and I've been telling him for weeks. I'm like, dude, I don't know what's in the woods, but something freaky's in the woods. If it's a fucking hobo or what, I don't know. But there's some sketchy shit.
Something's moving around down there.
Something's moving around out there. And we jumped the fence into a cow pasture and take 3 or 4 steps, and across the creek, you hear this rustling of trees, and you see them moving, and then this thing steps out, but it's 100 feet away, right? And excuse me, and something stepped out. I don't know what it was. And my buddy John Paul was like, "What the fuck is that, dude?" I said, "See, that's what I'm fucking talking about." And we took off running.
I told you there was something.
I told you there was something. I don't know what it was. It could have been the monkey man. Could have been old Bigfoot himself. It could have been a cow, but it was big.
Maybe a cow on his back legs.
Yeah, like in Diablo 2, where they're in that video game. You probably never played it. There's this game Diablo, and they had this thing called a cow level, and you had to go kill the cow king, and the cow king was walking on his back hind legs. It's like moo, 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 moo. Anyway, yeah. I'm a dork, and I love that video game.
Right on.
So what else you got going on, my friend?
Well, so I know before we got on, I was telling you about my brother Joe Tips, who passed away just a couple of weeks ago, and he was the OG guitar player in Pinche Gringos, and so
sorry to hear that.
We recorded. It's like, I'm really bad with time frames. 4 years, maybe 5 years ago, we kind of re-recorded some of our older songs, and then actually wrote a song. And it's never seen the light of day, but I finally now have them all consolidated, and definitely. I don't know about. I do want to put it on the internet and stuff like that, but I don't know. Can I send you the tracks, and maybe we throw one in?
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
You got the email address? What's up, editing room Ryan coming at you. We're gonna totally premiere this awesome demo called You Again. It's a tribute to his buddy Joe Tips, and I'm gonna do it at the end of the video. So stick around and you'll get to hear that. Now back to the show.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah, definitely do that, man. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. I don't know. The last few years, I've had a lot of death
Yeah,
around me.
I don't think it gets any better. I've had it my whole life. I've lost guitar players myself. At the age of 18. Like it just keeps fucking happening. I don't think it's gonna get any better. Like, unfortunately, you know what I mean?
Right.
We just live
I
in this awesome place.
Yeah, it is. Man, I don't know, this girl at work, before I was leaving, she was like, "Hey, how are you doing? You okay?" And I'm like, I'm not really okay. Just not having a good day. And anyway, after the conversation, she said, "Well, just know that you're molded in the fire, not burned." I was like,
Oh,
"I'll take those words, thank you."
yeah, I like that.
That was some good shit. Yeah,
That's great.
I I don't know. Eddie Boyke, one of my brothers, growing up, he's no longer with us. That was a few years ago, and then a year after that, my brother Chicken
Yeah.
is gone, and then now Joe's gone. Um, it's just, like I said, it's a lot to take, And
Yeah.
I got to admit, I am by far the most optimistic motherfucker that I know,
Good.
and whew, it can be tough, It can be
Eh,
tough. Uh, I know every day I work at Specs in Baytown, and I have a whiteboard where I update the keg list of what we got, in inventory and whatnot. And there's this space, and like I say, I'm a positive fella, and so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna write something, and and then the next, and I took a picture of it and posted on Instagram and Facebook, and then
Yep.
the next day I did it again. I think the third day I just did woo Ric Flair, shit like that, So some of them are my words, some of them aren't.
Sure.
But
Oh shit.
I was
Sorry.
this was I don't know, a week or two ago, and I'd just been having a rough go, and
Yeah.
I wrote on there, I'm tired of fighting for everything in my life,
I saw that.
and took that picture and posted it. And then I guess somewhere throughout the day, I think my manager went and erased it and put on there, uh, only positivity on the whiteboard or
Wow.
whatever. And well, I mean, and I mean, I don't think I'm being negative. I'm just being honest with that statement.
Sure. Right.
Life can life can be fucking tough sometimes, and it's okay. I mean, it's okay. Oh, there was this one post thing I saw where there might have been a song with it or something, but like it's okay to be not okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I thought that was I thought that was about as honest a statement as I've ever heard.
Absolutely. I started taking therapy, I don't know, a year or two ago. I don't have therapy now, but like I guess intermittently or whatever, maybe every now and then, it's good to either read a self-help book, maybe talk to somebody about some shit or whatever,
Absolutely.
and like that therapy stuff ain't no joke, dude. If you're open to it, the thing is, you go in, you got to find the right person, because not all therapists are the same. You got to, and then once that happens, then, if you let yourself be open to be worked with and not worked on, I don't, because like you'll get some
Right.
therapists that try to change your brain and shit. No, but
Yeah. Fuck
it,
that.
there's a, there is a lot to this place that because it gets so dark sometimes, it's hard for us to see it, and it's nice to have someone kind of help guide you through shit.
Well, and I
Anyway,
mean, just as humans, we're so fucking negative, man.
yeah.
And I mean, like I remember I've been called by multiple people delusionally optimistic.
Hey,
It's
dude,
like
I like it.
we're halfway, 200 miles from a fucking gig. We get a flat tire, and I'm like, well, nobody got hurt. And I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
you, Jefe. Like, this fucking sucks. Like, yeah, but nobody got hurt, man. Let's focus on that. Like, that's a positive thing, come
Yeah.
on.
All our gear's still here. We didn't flip the trailer, like, dude,
Absolutely.
yeah, my mom bought me a t-shirt when I was a kid, and it said, it had a picture of a dude getting struck by lightning, and then it had the definition of pessimism underneath it. And I thought it was fucking hilarious because I was always like a pessimist or whatever. I grown up and tried to get out of that. It still follows me. But the my good old buddy Brandon over at Expanding Reality,
You go check it out.
yeah, he got a job interview once, and in the job interview, I think it was like one of his friends interviewing him with another person, and the other person wrote on a thing way too positive and slid it over to
What?
dude. And Brandon's
Fuck
buddy
you,
told
dude.
yeah, and Brandon's buddy told him about it later. He was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, he didn't hire me because I was too positive. He was like, "Right." I was like,
What
that
the
seems counter
shit?
that seems counterintuitive, but some people don't like it, Some people want to be in hell all the time.
Yeah. Fuck all that, man.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
That's funny.
So it just popped into my head because I did a podcast for a little while. I kept calling them pilots because I was using muted out, whoop software to run it, but I was doing the free version, so it had their watermark on it the whole time. So I was like, any of the ones that have the watermark on it, these are the pilots, and I think I even got a, like pilot 13 or some shit.
Okay.
And so I was talking about doing that, and I got a dude here at my studio, Texas Music Studios, the center of the world, coming to you live. That's what I used to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he's like, man, I got a song I wrote about you, Jefe. And he's an interesting old fella. She's got the guitar, and I'm like, hold on. If you wrote a song for me, I'm recording it right now. Go. And it's just chords, but he's, I am El Jefe. I am El Jefe. And it's like, got me a button down. I mean, it's fucking awful, but it's a beautiful disaster is what it is.
Okay.
And there's even a part towards the end where it's just kind of music in and out at the end where he fucks up because he's so fucking hammered. And then he keeps playing, and then we're just at the end, we're just cracking the fuck up. And he's like, yeah, that's enough, and then I stopped the recording. But that was my intro and outro music for my podcast.
That's awesome. Rad. That's fucking fantastic. Send me that one too. I like that.
For sure.
You seen any good shows lately?
Dude, man, fucking the last crazy good one. Well, okay. Shit, I was at Black Magic Social Club and saw fucking Sasquatch, dude.
Really?
Oh my God, I love that fucking band so much, man.
Dude, I haven't been to that venue. I've never ever been to that venue.
Dude, you
I've heard about it. I've heard about it a lot.
Super fucking cool. Dude, so the backdrop, it's not really a backdrop, it's just a wall that's at the back of the stage behind the drummer. His name is John. He wound up getting these custom casts done where it literally it's just all skulls, and so it's just these 3D skulls on this fucking wall. Oh, dude, it's so
That's
sick.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. I gotta go, man. But, I've heard way too many people talking about it, and
that place and the end. I haven't been to the end yet, but I hear that's fucking rad too. But they're both. I mean, I think they're both in Second Ward. I mean, so just south of where I'm at, not too far. So,
right on, man.
But
I was in Fifth Ward the other day. And,
oh shit! All right.
People were looking at me like, "You don't belong here.
You ain't from around here, huh?
You ain't from around here." There was a shop I had to go pick some shit up at, kind of near there. Gotcha. I got lost by the Harris County, that police station that's out there, or the jail or whatever it is. It's right there.
Yeah.
And
like, this is not a good spot.
It's like, why?
I got to admit, my favorite subway is in Fifth Ward, right off I-10. It's 24 hours which is awesome because
Yes.
I don't keep banker's hours. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was even telling him, I was like, man, I was in Baytown, but I was like, I'm not stopping at the subway in Baytown. I'm gonna stop at my subway in Fifth Ward.
That's right. Dude, I used to hang out there
Hell
all the
yeah.
time, man. Well, maybe not Fifth Ward. It was one of the wards because all my friends lived down there. They had, some nice house. Well, I mean, all right, nice houses, but then like the crackhead would live across the street, like
Right.
the crack house. But then we'd all get lit up and go over there and talk to them,
Fuck yeah. Oh shit, Tracy. Him and Nikki just moved 1.1 miles from me, man. It's crazy.
Oh,
And
wow. So is that the house that they have that is haunted?
yes.
Okay.
Holy shit, have you seen that monkey?
I did see the monkey.
It's as tall as I am, dude. That's fucking crazy.
It's that big. I didn't know it was that big.
Fucking huge. It's fucking huge.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I voted for her for something.
The horror, Miss Horror.
Yeah,
Fuck
the
yeah.
horror deal. And
Yeah,
I
man,
posted
that's
it
awesome,
on Facebook. I hope some other people. We had boosted her, at least for a minute. I just don't know if it worked or if it's over or whatever. Hopefully that all worked out.
My boy Brandon, am I tripping? I'm not even drunk yet. That's what the problem is.
That's the problem.
My memory ain't working right.
Yeah.
But he was number one for the dudes. He's in a band called The Convalescents.
Okay.
Plays bass with crazy fucking makeup and shit.
Fuck
dude, yeah. They're a great band. Shout out to The Convalescents, by the way.
I'm gonna write that down. See, I'm always looking for new music, man. So
yeah, Convalescents, check them out. Do you know Sasquatch or no?
I know of them.
Okay,
I can't think. I could not name a song though.
All right, hold on. What is it? Well, have you heard the news about the war is coming down? And it's just, oh god, it's so fucking good, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to check that out.
Hell yeah.
And another one you need to check out is Beastwood. I just found them. Yeah, it's all one word, Beastwood. They're from the South somewhere because that's part of the lyrics in it kind of things, but I don't know. But man, they're so good. Oh, they're so good.
Right on.
Yeah, I think in the first video that I saw them in, the guitar player is wearing an I Hate God long sleeve fucking shirt. I was like, and a clutch hat. I was like, I think I'm gonna like this band.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
so visually, sorry, I'm monopolizing the conversation here.
It's all good, dude.
I saw Mothership for the first time at Rudyard's years ago.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get no one to go with me, so I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go by myself." Right? So I'm there. They're just getting onto the stage. I'm there by myself. Got 2 beers. Like I'm ready. Right? I'm not leaving this spot till these 2 beers are gone. Right? And the drummer gets behind the drum set. He's got his shirt off. He's got a fucking monster truck tattooed on his chest like this. I just lean over the person next to him, like, I've never heard this band, but that dude's got a monster truck tattoo on his chest. I think I'm gonna like this shit. And I did.
Dude, isn't that crazy? Like, yeah, grab a beer, dude. Isn't that crazy how like when you're watching some band you've never seen before, but you can judge by the way they're dressed or like that, like what's tattooed on them. Like, yeah. I think we're gonna get along. I think I'm gonna like whatever comes out of these guys.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, so we were talking about Red earlier, but first time I met Red, he was what was the fucking damn it? What was the band? Anyway, he was roadieing for him. It was at Meridian. We were playing. It was
Six Past Hell
festival. No, it was. I can't remember. But anyway, we're on stage and he's rolling in gear, and he's walking, and then he literally just like and lets the gear go and just walks straight up to the gets right up front and center. It was like, yeah. And so, song got over and he's like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, are we going to be friends? He's like, I think so. Been friends ever since, man.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
The first time I met Red, I think was at Scott and Rob's house in Katy.
Right on.
Well,
I hear that was the meeting spot of a lot of good times.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, we had a lot of fun out there. I mean, I think me and Red may have met before that actually through some other mutual connections, but um I think that's where we became friends was at Scott and
Gotcha.
Rob's doing the
That's where it all
ODC stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Before ODC, before there was a bar when it was just the movement.
Right. Hell yeah.
Here,
Shit,
look,
I'm not, damn it, I'm not wearing it though, so it's probably not a good plug. But
you got yours sitting right there.
I got my
Nice.
ODC chain. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah, man.
dude. Hell yeah. Mine is in a closet like because I haven't worn it in a long, long time. 'Cause after I cut all
Yeah.
my hair off, I was like, I don't deserve to wear this.
Ah! Come
Now
on.
I'm growing it back out. So here's shortly.
There it is. Hell yeah.
Shortly
Well,
I'll
shit.
be
Hey,
able to.
when was the last time you seen Zach from Six Past Hell? You know, he ain't got no hair on the top of his head.
I know. Yeah, but he grew
Got
the
a big,
beard back
beautiful
out.
beard.
So yeah, so that's okay. It's good.
Yeah.
He's compensated.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, I mimicked my favorite show ever was Rock Bar. I don't even think Rock Bar is still around, is it? Like
I
that
don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar.
it was a place that was right next to the Verizon Wireless Theater, which is called something else now. It used to be
Prevention, maybe?
it used to be the Aerial Theater.
Right, I remember.
And so anyway, my favorite show I ever played with Razor 13 was at Rock Bar, and Zach was there, and I stole all his moves, because I like banging
Nice.
the bass with my fist and shit. I thought I saw him do
Yeah.
that. I'm like, that's so fucking cool. I'm doing that. Yeah, open notes. Fuck
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Fuck this bass. And and I had and he saw me doing it. I pointed at him, and he was like, I know what you're
But fuck
doing.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a long time. I think we've I don't know. I feel like we talked somewhere between when he moved to like Arkansas and
Uh-huh.
whatever. But I'd like to see him and I'd like to see JR, but because I
Hell yeah.
never get to see those guys. Those guys are great peoples. Great
Fucking
people.
A, for sure. So I don't know, you kind of, with your playing and your eyeballing another player, that kind of thing made me think of Troy Starr. He was in Pizza Gringos 2.0 with me and
Okay.
Grady Starks. And he is no longer with us as well. That's another
Oh,
one I'd
damn.
like to mention. But like I said, I haven't watched TV and honestly, I might have watched 2 Simpsons episodes, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen bits and pieces or whatever, but so he was telling me about this one. I guess he said it was based like a heavy metal kind of Simpsons, and Homer says something to the effect of, "There's only 2 things you can do in heavy metal. You can do, oh yeah, and no, don't stop." And so me and Troy would be on stage, and I'd catch him across the stage. I'd be like, yeah, getting it. That's good shit. Oh yeah.
That's
Uh-huh.
true. That's true. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
I like having those little I don't know, little inside stories. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, they're great. You got
You know.
okay. Speaking of stories, I jumped into the aliens thing all way too fast and stuff. But what we really didn't do was we told a little bit of stories and stuff. But like, you got any crazy tour stories that pop to mind by like traveling up out of state or even in state? Anything funny
Well,
or
in
scary?
in 10 Ton Hammer, we had the Golden Penis Award. And
Okay,
so
I'm
well,
interested.
so you had to, and there wasn't a trophy or anything. You just got this imaginary trophy at the end of the weekend or whatever, right?
Okay, right.
So yeah, obviously you had to have at least sex one time.
Okay, yep.
Um, and my buddy Crash had sex with 2 chicks in the same night.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the
Damn.
second one was attached to me at this club, and oh my gosh, she was fucking hammered. Like she was trying to be sexy on stage, and
Oh yeah.
she's stepping on pedals and shit. And
Oh
Crash is
no.
like, I'm about to beat this girl up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so at the end of the show, I can't get her off of me, and I look up at her brother. It's like, hey, make sure you take care of my sister. I said, yes, sir. Anyway, She tried to come home with us from Lawton, Oklahoma.
Yeah, dude.
We're like, no, hit the gas, old school, hit the gas. Fucking,
Yeah,
oh
dude.
man, it was crazy.
The if you type in Razor 13, I think the song was Reflections. But anyway, if you just type in Razor 13 Tulsa, Oklahoma, there's this chick who like jumps on the bar and she's dancing to Time to Cry. I think that's our song that she's dancing to.
Right.
She's dancing on the bar. She's trying to be all sexy. I'm not saying she wasn't or whatever, but she was clearly fucking drunk out of her mind. And then somehow she got on stage. Yeah, she was hammered. She was 10-ton hammered. And she was like, so she makes herself across and goes up to Doug. Well, we all know Doug,
Doug is Doug.
Doug is Doug. And I thought it was so hilarious watching this chick try to dance all over Doug. And then Al Shire walks over there and it's like, get the fuck out of here, lady.
Yeah, get over here. Come over here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say that night was also the night I went and sat down at the bar and some chick walked up to me and said, "Ooh, yummy," and stuck her tongue down my throat. And I was like, what the fuck?
Sweet.
Tulsa, backyard bar, Oklahoma.
Right. Well, what was that? Was it California with Brad Pitt where he called sluts Tulsas because it's slut backwards?
Wow.
I think so. Yeah, a slut. Yeah. Anyway, so there was another one. So this was actually at the same venue. This was I don't know if it was the first or second time that we played the Railhead.
It's a slut.
Yeah.
It's fucking funny. I never thought.
I
never.
She's a Tulsa.
Yeah, I totally just wrote it out and looked at it.
Like, holy shit. So,
great.
And back, Crash had fucked his back up trying to get his gear on stage. There was some shit going on. He has like the heaviest rig ever. I don't know. Maybe Scott does. I don't know. It could be a comparison. But anyway.
Well, sure.
So we're loading it out, right? And we're just trying to get off stage because the hometown boys are headlining, blah, blah. And so, we're just rolling it. And I'm hearing this, I'm like, fucking, it's kind of coming into focus into my ears. And this place that I think it's 177 capacity has like 225 people in it. Ooh. And every single fucking one of them are screaming, 10-ton fucking hammer, 10-ton fucking hammer. And I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And I'm like, whoa, stop. And Crash is like, fucking go, man, fucking go. And I'm like, shut the fuck up and listen for a second. And so we literally took maybe 2.5 seconds and enjoyed it for that moment. And then we're like, all right, we gotta keep moving, and fucking just kept moving our gear. We gave us those 2.5 seconds of enjoying the moment. That's all we got, but it was wonderful.
That's wonderful, dude. Like that Tulsa show was the only sold out show we played on that Razor 13 tour. And those are just some fantastic, when you get those cool memories, I don't know, there's something about it, when everyone's there to see your band. And it's not even a hometown show. You're in fucking Oklahoma, right. Or whatever. Yeah. And you're like, okay. Now, granted, that's because they were all King's X fans and they wanted to see Doug. But I was still in that band.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. So another story. This was probably the height of Pinche Gringos 1.0 with those folks. And we're downstairs Fitzgerald's. It is tit to fucking back. Yeah, it is tit to fucking back. And Joe Tips was another hammered night. And so you never knew which Joe you would get. I mean, 7 times out of 10, he's gonna be fucking on point and slaying it.
Yeah.
Those other 3 times are, Anyway.
Yeah.
So he's hammered. He's got these big old white sunglasses on and shit. And I'm getting down, I'm right in everyone's fucking face, and out of my peripherals, I see him start to fall back. And so I'm still going with the vocals. I switch hands on the mic and I literally go to help grab him so he doesn't fall. His shoulders come this close to the fucking ground. And then as that guitar oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps, winds the fuck up, he's coming up and just,
Wow.
hits it, dude. And I gotta keep doing the song, but inside I'm losing my fucking mind. Like, I just fucking saw that. Oh my God.
That's so
That was
cool.
amazing. Yeah.
It's
Fuck
cool,
yeah,
dude.
man.
Do you got any so off of that high, you got any embarrassing ones? I got plenty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this was 10 Ton Hammer. This was about our we were just about, I think, at our peak at that point. So we had a bunch of people at Acadia. I'm hammered. And so do the first verse, and I lean over to Crash because he's supposed to be singing the chorus with me. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? You're not gonna fucking sing with me? What the fuck? And he goes, you're singing the wrong song, asshole. I was like, oh shit. Like, I had that fucking, and then like you could see the wheels start turning, like, and I'm back, you know.
Yeah.
You're singing the wrong song, asshole.
Yeah, I've been in that spot where I started, like, you got the set list, and like some of the songs start out for me like with just the bass. It's like me, the bass, and the drummer or whatever. First, I think it's whatever. First is the bass, and then the drummer comes in, and I'd be like, I think they got mad at me quite a lot for this because I'd just be like, okay, we're on the third song, got drunk way before the show, and then all of a sudden, all right, we're on the third song. That's Believe. That starts out with my bass. Well, Believe wasn't until like the fucking ninth song, you know. So I was always like, start out with this bump, and they're like, oh, fuck, now we have to play this, but it doesn't match up because we had, you know, a flow chart. The song's got a flow, but luckily most of the time those guys are like, well, I guess Ryan's playing Believe now. And
yeah,
that's right.
I guess we are too.
Good times, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I got to admit, I feel like I really feel like art is in all of us.
Sure, absolutely.
It's just whether you find your niche, you know, of the art. But I feel like all of us can express, you know. Like I know I was, I don't know, helping one of my sons with one of their writing projects. Had to do, I don't know, a whole page or whatever. And of course, and I got to admit, like in high school and stuff, I'm like, but I could say all I want to say in like 2 paragraphs, 8 sentences. But
Right.
no, you have to elaborate, you know. But now I'm really fucking good at that. I can elaborate like a motherfucker. And so I'm just kind of coaching them through it, you know, and you know, because I mean, I want them to do it, but I want to help them get to that point. And I'm like,
sure,
why don't I think about this? What does it make you think about it? And so we're having a 5-minute conversation, and I literally said, "You done wrote the paper?" He's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what we just talked about. Write those words down. This is your first draft, and then redo it. But you just wrote your paper, done." Yeah, and I just I don't know. I'm certain you can appreciate this too, and all the other musicians out there to literally create something that came from nowhere, you know, just in here and in here, and you come up with something, and it affects people, you know, negatively or positively, but it fucking affects them.
Yeah.
I know with Pinche Gringos, this one guy came up after the show, and I had this song called Bipolar Queen. That's one of the songs I'm going to send you, and it's just about crazy bitches. So
well, that's what it sounds like it's about.
Yeah, absolutely. And he pulled me over to the side after the show, and he said, "Man, he's like, I heard about y'all. My buddy had a CD. He let me borrow it. I burned it. You know, I hope you don't get mad." I'm like, "No, I'm just glad you loved it enough to want to do that, you know." And, and he goes, "And dude, Bipolar Queen helped me get through my ex." And I was just like, wow. You know, who'd have thunk a Pinche Gringo song called Bipolar Queen could help a fucking human get through an ordeal that he's going through? I was just like, man, that is exactly why I do this shit, you know?
Yeah, that's great.
So I just got to say them or I'm going to forget them. Crowmonger. before our first show, we did an interview with Rusty from Lone Star Metal Magazine.
Okay. Yeah.
He's the manager of Wellborn Road. And anyway, um, they were like, I guess he had asked, like, is there any content that's off the books for y'all? Do
Sure.
y'all not talk about something? And like one of, I don't know if it was Sean or Bill, it said, so none of that gay shit or something like that or whatever. And of course we're all giggling, and then
Yeah.
I say, well, hey, look, that's not the case. To be honest, I mean, no matter what you're about, we love you, and don't change. Just be who the fuck you're gonna be or whatever. And there was a person in the heavy metal scene. They're not really any longer, but they used to be. And I went to go hang out with him. I hadn't seen him in 15 years.
Yeah.
And he came out to me.
Oh wow.
And he said, it's because I saw that interview and those few words you said. I was just like, man,
That's
bro,
awesome.
I feel, dude, thank you so much. Like, I feel blessed that you're comfortable enough to share that with me. Like, that's fucking amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I had a friend do that. I don't know if I was the one that he came out to or whatever. Maybe not the first one, but one of the first ones, and you're like, just because you're being a nice person, you're a nice dude, you say nice shit, people feel like they can confide in you, like that's and what a cool feeling. Like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. What, were you worried? Like, cause my friend was worried. Like, they're like, dude,
Hold on, I'm
fuck
doing
yeah.
a podcast. Sorry, someone was knocking at my door.
It's all right.
Sorry,
I was like, fuck yeah, dude, high five. He was like, oh, I thought you were gonna take this differently. I'm like, why? We've been
No.
friends since we were fucking 12. No, fuck yeah, high five.
Yeah. Here's it. I mean, for me anyway, and I feel maybe similar for you. Like, I don't give a fuck what
Right.
you're into. I don't
Yeah.
care. I want you to be fucking happy. That's fucking
Absolutely.
it, man.
Yep.
I want you to be happy. And if whatever it is makes you happy and you're not hurting nobody,
There you go.
fucking it.
That's all
Fucking
there
it.
is to it. As long as you're not hurting nobody. That's the ticket.
Which
That
I talk about Doug and being in the 80s during that time and being who he is, and like, god damn, dude, that dude
oh yeah.
fucking
He's a
nuts
bad
of fucking
motherfucker.
steel,
Yeah.
fucking crazy, man. Yeah,
Dude,
so
and like
fucking just,
he waited till when did he wait till? Was it like 95? It was like 95 before he even came out or something,
yeah,
excuse me. And then all the dude, and then what backlash, because we're still in the middle of the 90s or 94, 93 or whatever. And then they kick out
right,
all of King's X's, the Christians get rid of all of King's X's music from the Christian bookstores. Like, how fucking retarded is that? They're one of the best bands on the fucking planet, dude. They shape, whether
fuck
you
yeah,
know it or not, they shape modern music still to this day because they're a musician's band. So when you
absolutely,
when you're like passing this stuff on and a new musician's just discovering them, you're like, holy shit. I mean, the new record that just came out, a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know why, because I thought it was fantastic. But like, yeah, Three Sides to One, I think it's what it's called. But like, there's a bunch of crazy shit in there. There's like
there was some
super,
Zeppelin shit in that one single
yeah,
that they released. I was like, oh, I see what you're doing.
yeah, dude. And it was all over the place. There's a song called Swipe Up that sounds like the Deftones to me. And then
Okay, fuck yeah,
there's another song called Flood Part 1 or something along the lines. I think that's like the second or third song. And it's heavy as fuck. I was like, Doug says something in that, like, I'm gonna mess the words up, but it's like, I used to only talk about how everybody just needed to be loved or something, or everyone was born to be loved or some shit. He goes, now I'm starting to think that it's time for a flood. And he made it make, because the world was, and it just gets gnarly as shit. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, it's a really, I think it's a really good record. And like, Jerry has like 3 singing parts. Like, so he's got two full on songs that he's singing pretty much the whole thing. And then one he shares with Ty. And,
yeah.
Doug's got some stuff. Ty's got his own stuff. It feels very,
Dude, the harmonies that band puts together
man.
blow my fucking heart up every time I hear them. I'm just like, oh my god, it's so fucking good.
They're good. You should see them when they're like doing like sound check and shit. And they're like, hey, so should we play this song? And they hadn't played it in 15 years or something. They're like, yeah, maybe. I don't know. And then like they're all doing the wrong harmonies. They're like, no, I do the high part. Like, no, you do the high part.
I'm up here, you're down here. Remember, you don't remember that?
Like, no, like, but
you're singing the wrong song, asshole.
You're singing the song, like you're singing the wrong song, asshole. But like, what's cool about it is like they still sounded good, even though they were singing the wrong parts. They're just a good band. They're a good band, man. This is fucking fun. I like hanging out with you.
Into the beer. Oh, hey, this is a dirty ass koozie, but right there.
There it is.
Shit, man. I'm trying to. I'm working on my. I own Tex Music Studios now. We just have the one location downtown, but I'm in the process of trying to get an SBA loan, $100,000 if there's anyone interested in investing.
There we go.
To build out a second location. So
okay, right on.
That's what that's what the plan is.
I like it. All of Jefe's information is going to be linked below. So if you do want to invest,
you can have my Tinder too. No, I'm totally joking. I don't even have a Tinder.
Dude, I want to make an OnlyFans. There,
fuck yeah, why not?
Yeah, there you can see me click my mouse. I don't know. Fucking what's his name just made one? What's his face? Drummer Tommy Lee. He was like, hey, you guys really want to see my dick? I made an OnlyFans.
Oh my god. Dude, that dude is hung like a fucking pony, dog.
He needs to keep it in his pants.
Jeez,
at least off of Facebook, man. Holy cow.
Well, yeah. And you know, okay, so I know the story. So this is Pinche Gringos 2.0. We're playing San Antonio.
Nice.
And kind of a 2-bar story. So we're playing like third, and I want to play fourth because there's a fifth band. And I asked these guys, oh fuck, can't fucking think of the name of the band, but I asked them, hey man, if I buy y'all a round of drinks, y'all wanna switch sets and y'all come on before us and we'll come on after? Like, he's like, I don't know, let me talk to the guys. And they're like, fuck yeah. So we do that, and then after the show I find out that they aren't from San Antonio, they're from fucking California. I was like, fuck, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't even have asked, but that was the first part. Then lead into another one. Lawton, Oklahoma, we're playing. I got a flyer up there, because I mail my flyers out when we're playing out of town, or just so I can put them up and everything. And that band had played there a week before and wrote me a fucking note on the flyer. So when I showed up, I got their fucking message. I was like, dude, that's fucking cool.
That's cool.
That's so fucking cool. So the other one story, this is at Bonds. I tell my drummer Miklo, I'm like, Matthew Martinez, by the way, love you too, brother. I was like, I'll totally get naked if you dare me. And he's like, I dare you. Yeah. Okay. So I walk to the corner of the bar. The lights are on. Right, there's just like a couple of circles of folks here and there. Drop trowel. I just keep my shirt on and my fucking chucks, right? And I just start running through the club screaming, ah! And I get real close to this one crowd as I'm going to the stage. And, it's a guy that turns around and sees me. It's just like, whoa, and fucking jumps out. I run up to the stage, jump off the stage, fucking pelvic thrust. And then I just slowly meander my way back to my fucking britches and put them back on. So fast forward like 7 years after that, I'm Pinche Gringos is supposed to be playing Dirty Dog, but Troy's dad had passed away and he needed to be in Dallas to take care of that. And anytime, I don't know anytime, but that happened. So I said, basically, look, me and my old lady, we're gonna go support the show, so we're gonna go anyway. And so we go there, and I'm watching the show, and there's this Mexican girl, next to me, right there, front stage, the center, and everything. And I think I recognize her. I think she's the one that booked the show at Bonds 007. And I'm like, hey, and she looks at me for a second, and you see the gears turning, right? Yeah. And then you're the guy that ran naked through my club. I was like, yes, ma'am.
Bonds 007. That's the place that's upstairs, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's got the pole on the stage in an awkward
Yeah.
spot.
Oh yeah. I
Sometimes
got
it's better to be infamous than famous.
I absolutely. I got photos. We went on that Hellraiser tour with Six Past Hell and Razor 13 or whatever, and we played.
Fuck yeah.
There's some photos. It was a small but intimate crowd, and everyone was fucking wasted. So I got pictures of people just
Uh-huh.
passed out in the chairs and shit, sitting there. It was great. That was a great. I loved it. It was a cool little club, man. Is it still
Yeah,
there?
those six past Hellboys know how to have a good ass time. I'm just saying.
Yeah. There's stuff. There's stuff. Ryan, I don't know if I should tell this story. I'm going to tell it. Ryan, you pick and choose if you're going to keep this part in. Or maybe just get rid of some parts. So the old Six Past Hell boys, are huge fans of Pantera and everything metal, and you watched enough of those at home Pantera.
Yeah, the home videos, baby.
It's like 3, watch it go. Like all that
Speaking
stuff.
of, dime bag.
Okay.
This one's for dime right here. Cheers.
Cheers. Sink it. So Big Mike, our guitar player, he passes out on the bus. He passes out sitting up in the front lounge. Big Mike.
And so real quick for y'all that don't know, Big Mike is big as fuck.
Yeah, Big Mike's a big dude at this point in his life. I think he's lost a lot of weight. He is now known as Bones, and that's another story we can talk about. I have him. Right. He actually came on a couple episodes back in the first season.
Get the fuck out! Hell yeah, I need to check that one out.
Yeah, it just says Bones, but he's lost a lot of weight. He's
good.
I think he's doing great. It's just he's different. He that character that he was playing. He's not playing that character anymore, so he's not Bonebreaker. He's
okay.
Just like hey Ryan, how's it going? I'm like, he's like, I don't even know how to talk like that guy anymore. Like, yeah, let's go, come on. It's like,
yeah, right.
Fucking macho man, gonna fucking kill you kind of shit. Now he's
hell yeah.
Yeah. And now he's just Mike just talking. Old like I've known that guy for fucking ever. But anyway, where was it going with this? Big Mike.
There was a story you didn't know if you should tell or not.
Oh yeah, the story. Okay, anyway, so Big Mike falls asleep on the bus. Well, if you fall asleep on the bus before Six Past Hell does, specifically Rob, and probably Scott, but definitely Rob. I got photos of Rob doing this. He's adding to Big Mike's tattoos. Yeah, with Sharpie to his tattoos and adding all this stuff. Well, the next day we go to.
And Rob is not an artist.
Yeah, no. It says like ODC in there and some other
Dixon ODC.
Editor Ryan here. We're going to go ahead and take this little part out of the story because I don't feel like it's appropriate, and that's just about it. So back to the story now.
Because it was all written out. What the fuck? And he's like, what are you talking about? She's like, what the fuck is written on your arm? Blah, blah, blah. He didn't have a fucking clue.
Not a clue.
And Rob and them didn't tell him, and he went around walking around in public like that was, bad words written on his. Anyway,
that's hilarious.
One of my stories that may or may not make it. Hey, if it didn't make it to the end of this segment, it was a great story, and you're welcome for me deleting it.
Yeah. So I wasn't there. So allegedly, this is what happened. We're 13. We threw a party, and my buddy Brian Hermsdorfer, love you, brother. His brother Maury. His brother Maury one night got real drunk.
Oh yeah.
And was watching a Gene Autry movie and smashed his own face with a shovel.
Oh shit.
3 or 4 times because he wanted to look like Gene Autry. that sets the bar, right? So so it's Maury. They're passed out. Everyone's passed out, and then all of a sudden they hear this rustling around and shit. Fuck, goddamn! And then like, boom, like what the fuck? And in the 90s, well, what was that? 13, it was 88. 88. So long ass fucking phone cords, like 100-foot phone cords, right?
Oh yeah.
They had wrapped him in this fucking chair, and he'd fallen over trying to get out. And he's like, well, let me out, this, that, I'll let you out, but you got to be cool. And he finally was like, okay. And then, of course, he chased him around the house after that for a while. Couldn't catch him. But, and of course, he's written on all fucking over him, right? And he is pale as shit. So he goes to the shower, comes out, and he is beat fucking red, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm going to the store to get some dip. Fucking slams the door and comes back in, slams the door, and he goes, basically, it's goddamn humiliation. And they're like, what the fuck? Dude, he didn't realize he had short hair, and he didn't know on the back of his neck it said dick, like that fucking big. So he's in line to get this dip at the convenience store the next day, beat red as shit because he done scrubbing his fucking face off. And the lady behind him goes, excuse me, but do you know that you have dick on the back of your neck? He's just, ugh. The dick look.
That's fantastic.
Good shit. That's good shit right there. Mm-hmm.
I think that's happened to me before too. I don't remember. I don't remember the story. Maybe it wasn't me. Maybe it was somebody else. But I don't know. Yeah, there's been plenty of time where people passed out and they ended up getting stuff written on them. Either
Sharpie,
me or whatever.
Sharpie right on, or the teabagging. The teabagging happens.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I have photos.
Yeah.
Like,
just saying.
hey, get that guy. All right. Well, it wasn't these phones. It was the flip phone.
Yeah, it was probably a flip phone or something.
Yeah. Dude, remember when digital cameras came out?
Hey, Red just said, "Fuck that party." Oh, he said it was at my birthday party. That's what he said. My bad. I'm putting words in his mouth.
Oh, yeah. I remember being at one of his birthday parties where like all the chicks were like showing us all the goodies. It was great. That was a great birthday.
All the goods.
His and I birthday are similar. We're August babies.
Right on, man. Hell yeah. So there was one teabagging that happened. It's my brother Jack Nasty. He is no longer with us as well. But so it's at my apartment. This was back when 10 Ton Hammer had two singers. It was me and Jack. Okay. And so he's passed out on my futon, and I'm like, it's time. And I'm like, I don't fucking teabag like no bitch. Like I'm, it's like I was at fucking Bonds 007 again. I just got my shirt on and fucking my chucks, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get up on my futon so I can, hold the shaft up and just do the teabagging, and I fucking fall on him like in a 69 position. Dude, junk all in his face and shit. And I roll off, and I'm just like I'm ready for it. You know what I mean?
That's fantastic.
Like, fuck, and we didn't get the picture, and I'm like, fuck, I'll do it again. Same fucking shit happens. I fall again differently this time, but still 69 in his ass.
Right.
And he still doesn't wake up. But I still was like I'm ready.
That's fucking funny. My old buddy Sal, he this is one of me Red knows Sal. Like, this is one of my like being the Sharpie guy. Sal comes out of his shower, I guess, and passes out on the bed, butt naked, half on, half off, or whatever. I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? We've been waiting for him to come out to the garage and smoke a cigarette with us or whatever. Like, what the fuck is taking this dude so long? And I fucking bust into the door. I'm like,
oh,
and he won't wake up. And I'm like, okay. So then I go get my friend Craig. I'm like, you gotta come in here, man.
Somebody give me a Sharpie.
So yeah, so we just lightly placed one of the hand towels over the area, and then just Sharpied the ever living fuck out of him, and he had to go to work the next morning. But I don't think it came off. But I have a photo of that too. That shit was fun. Hi, Sal. You remember MySpace?
The what? I remember MySpace. What about it?
Yeah, do you remember it?
Oh yeah.
Because MySpace is a bad neighborhood, dude. You don't need to go there. I mean, you can go there if you want to, but it's scary.
Yeah, man, I've got a couple of songs on there that I did. I wrote first country song I ever wrote was this one, and it was for my mom. It's called Mama's Boy.
Nice.
And dude, and it was done, studio, fucking nice, fucking quality. And then I also had another one where I was like, dude, I want to use this. it was actually an actual cassette little recorder, but it wasn't much bigger than the cassette. And so, recording, and of course, that sounds awful, but that's exactly what I wanted. And I remember, so that song that I did was I Drink. And it was, I drink when I celebrate, I drink when I'm down, I drink when my friends come around. I'm not trying to say that I drink every day, but I'll surely take another round.
I love it.
That was that one. And the other one was Mama's Boy, and it was much slower. And I'm a mama's boy from way back. Ain't no love for her that I lack. How do you expect me to act? I'm a mama's boy.
Nice.
And so I put that on a CD and I'm a dude, so I'm not a card buying person.
Right.
My mom is. And so I just bought her a random card. Not a random card, I mean something that said something kind of nice or whatever. But then I had the CD in it, and I gave it to her. And then like 2 weeks went by, and like I'm a mama's boy. Like she and I talk all the time, and I was like,
yeah,
what the shit, Mom? How have you not listened to the song? So I'm feeling kind of like a dick about it now. And then I'm at Green Ghost rehearsal, and my flip phone rings, and it's my mom. I'm like, hold on, everybody. And I hey, Mom, what's up? And she's fucking hysterically crying on the phone. And I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, I just left Bible study, and I put your CD in, and it's just wonderful, and thank you. And I'm like, are you driving? Like, pull over, lady. What are you doing? Oh my God. Thank you for listening. I'm glad you love it, but please pull over. What in the hell? So I finally got the reaction, I guess, but
yeah, no, dude, that's great, man. Yeah, it's always Bible study. My mom is like leading Bible study right now. That's her. My mom is like leading Bible study. She's got
okay.
She's like the person presenting it, and I think they're doing it all over Zoom or whatever, which I guess made it easier for them during the pandemic, and they've just kind of stuck with the format. And especially because most of these ladies are older.
Yeah, my mom does that with church as well,
Okay.
and is very, it's still very Christian. And I got to admit it. For me to tell my mom that I wasn't a believer anymore, took a lot. Took a lot to do.
Yeah.
But I wanted to know where I wanted her to know where I was at.
Yeah.
That's all. And nothing's changed. Of course, at the end of that conversation, she said, I'm going to pray for you. And I'm like, I know you will. And I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Any good juju. I need all the good juju.
Yeah. Fucking A, right, dude. The juju. And see, dude, that swear to God, like the power of prayer, like a Clutch song, the power of prayer. Anyway, like, there is a thing there. There's a thing, whatever it is, whether it's God, human consciousness projecting into other whatever, there's shit going on, and it's freaking weird. It's hippie woo shit. But there's like,
I agree, man.
There is something. So like, even like I always say, like, I never say I'm praying for you or whatever because of how I believe or whatever, but I will always say, like, all the good vibes or
absolutely.
I mean,
yeah.
Maybe I'll say I'm praying for you, but for the most part, it's like, dude, all love and light, good vibes. I'm sending you all the good juju,
Absolutely. I remembered a story I need to tell.
Okay, cool.
So it's at the NAM in Anaheim, California. It's me and Scott and Lance. Big what up to Lance, sharing a room. And Scott and Lance they don't know each other as well as I know both of them. So I was like, well, fuck, I'm gonna sleep with Scott. Fuck, I don't give a shit.
Sure.
And so there was at one point during the evening where I am fucking cuddling, big spooning the fuck out of Scott. And I just kind of wake up and I'm like, like, fuck. It's So like my hands like going back, and I'm
Yeah.
like, sorry, bro. And as my hands coming over for us to go butt to butt, I hear Scott go, Jefe has no space.
Pepe has no space.
Hey, if it's cold enough, I'll snuggle. I ain't kidding.
Dude, I've done it before too, man. I sleepwalk. Well, it depends on when I sleepwalk, but I've been known to sleepwalk. We'll just say that.
Oh shit.
And so like one time, Sal, here comes my buddy Sal again. But like one time I passed out in his living room, woke up, walked into his bedroom where him and his girlfriend were butt ass naked and started trying to spoon her. I was asleep. And she was like, Ryan, what are you doing? Ryan, what are you fucking doing? Sal, Ryan's doing something weird. He's being fucking weird. And I kind of remember hearing this, but like it was way out here. And I was,
it's not here. It's way over there.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then all of a sudden I just felt boom. And I hit the
reality.
Floor. Yeah. Well, they kicked me out of the bed and I fell on the floor and they were like, what the fuck? And my eyes opened.
Probably the best thing.
Yeah. And I was like, my eyes opened and I was like, what the fuck? They're like, what the fuck is he doing?
I'm on the floor. What the fuck just happened?
Sal was like, he fucking sleepwalks sometimes. She's like, well, I'm fucking naked. Anyway, it happened like twice, dude. I don't like, and I only remember it by getting, woken up. And then there's I've done some sleepwalking other stuff like that weird stuff they did on what was that show, Step Brothers, where they're like throwing purses in the fucking ovens and shit. No! Have you seen? I don't know if you've seen that movie.
As much as I love Will Ferrell and fuck the other guy, whatever his name is.
Yep.
I couldn't get through Step Brothers, man.
Okay.
It was just too stupid.
It is. It's really stupid.
Kind of like Napoleon Dynamite, same thing. Like, oh my god, this is too fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's a place. There's a place of humor where it does get so weird that you need a bowl or something to maybe get through it. And I can't smoke weed anymore, so I don't fucking can't do it. Just can't even watch movies.
So man, I've been I got a buddy at work, and he lived in Colorado and had like a podcast about all the products and stuff like that. And so now he and I are starting to do podcasts about the Delta 8s and the Delta 9s and 10s and 11s and the HHC.
Yeah,
it's just weird, man, how they can literally create weed by heating up CBD, and then it somehow it literally creates the stuff that gets you high. And I'm probably saying it incorrectly, Elijah. I apologize. Shout out to Elijah, by the way. But
I've heard about all that stuff, and that like you can, I guess it's still popping up on drug tests or whatever. But like,
that's what I thought. Well, I thought, the Delta 8. I thought you were good, but it does have THC in it. So really, the I remember I worked at this fucking place in Pearland with my brother Sean Martinez. Big ups to you and Choke, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know.
Job. And and he was basically telling the HR lady, like, look, I have back issues and I do not like taking fucking pills. I've been reading about these CBD things. Can I take CBD and still pass a drug test? And so the HR lady didn't know. And so she's like, all right, let me do some research, and 2 or 3 days later got back with him and was like, as long as it's made in the US, you're good, because obviously we have regulations and shit like that. And apparently even the HR lady knew this, is that if it's not made in the US, what a lot of those manufacturers do is they actually put THC in it. Mm-hmm. So that way it's even more helping you like it's supposed to, but you're going to pop on a fucking drug test. That's why it's got to be USA. That way it's USA, and it's straight CBD. And then you can, because I know he started vaping CBD even at work. Like he's having a rough day, been fucking moving a lot, and he's like, on my smoke break, I'm gonna be smoking some fucking CBD, and it fucking helps. It's fucking
absolutely.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I use CBD all the time. It's hard because you do, and it's like even if it's a US based CBD, they can still have psychoactives in it or whatever. So like I went to Utah for work and I went and found a dispensary because they made weed legal there. And I was like, okay, this is cool. I don't know if I can come in here. I don't have a medical card or anything. And the lady was like, just come on in. You'll be fine. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, hey, I
Yeah.
just
Hey,
want, I want,
just come on.
like, I have a general anxiety sometimes. It'd be nice to, I know CBDs help me with that a little bit, but I really want some to help me sleep because I just haven't been getting good sleep lately. And this was, I don't know, a year or so ago. She was like, okay, I got this for you. And she holds up this tincture and she's like, okay, this one's good, but if you take more than a couple of drops, you're gonna get really fucking high. I was like, no. Like, I don't want that one.
That's
I was
not
like,
what I'm looking for.
like, I do want that one, but I can't, I can't do what I do and, and have that. You got one that's pure
and pass a drug test.
Yeah, I need to be able to pass a drug test. So like, they're like, okay, well, here's this one. This doesn't have any THC in it. I was like, and it promotes good sleep. She's like, well, that's what it says. And it did. It worked great. I love CBD
Awesome.
oil, man. Yeah.
And so you're still using it today?
You especially on high anxiety days for like whatever reason, I get fucking anxious and weird. Like if I got to go out in public and shit, this is a really weird
Well,
thing.
like today, you said you had to train somebody.
I had to train somebody today, but like I can go to work and I don't need it to go to work. But yeah, my I don't know, the pandemic fucking brain fucked me, and I'm coming out of it, but slowly. And long story short, like me and my wife went to go to spotlight karaoke out there on Westheimer, and
Okay.
we went Friday. It was for her birthday. She turned 35. Hi Don, I love you. And like she wanted to go sing, and it was like
That was a high five to you, bro. Good job.
yeah,
Good job.
yeah, yay. Thank you. She anyway, so that's what she wanted to do, and I hadn't been out in public in forever. And the guy who was the best man at my wedding came with his wife and a whole bunch of other people. And I'm like, okay, for whatever reason, I have social anxiety now, so I better take some CBD oil. I took some CBD oil. I went and I had a great time. It wasn't that big of a deal. I made it all up in my brain like that this was going to be scary for some reason, and it wasn't.
Right.
And everyone sang karaoke.
Well,
Besides me.
It would have been, but it wasn't because you had some help. That's fucking wonderful.
That's right.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
And then I got there, and the first thing I had was whiskey, and that helped too.
Well,
whiskey helps.
That also helps.
Yeah, I have a shirt that says "Whiskey helps."
Yeah, fucking A.
It does, dude. Thank you so much for coming on, man. We got to do more of these, and part 2s and some more ghost stuff and shit like that.
Absolutely. And then you're kind of firing me up, dude. Like I want to do my podcast again.
I need
to get you on it, but I don't want to do the Zoom thing. I want you right here next to me.
Sure,
so we can be doing shots together. That's what I want.
Absolutely. I like that too.
Catch an Uber here or catch an Uber home. I'll pay for one of them. You pay for the other one. How about that?
Okay. I like it, dude. I'm all about it. Like I am all about it. I just, got to crawl out of this fucking room sometime or another.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, man, I've been so broke lately. Like I haven't, did have a couple things. So you were talking about one of the best shows or whatever recently, bro. It was a rescheduled show. It was Deftones and Gojira, bro, at White Oak Music Hall outside. I've never been to an outside show before, and oh my god, is it not like Cynthia Woods Mitchell fucking Pavilion, but just compact? Oh, it's fucking wonderful, dude. Gojira fucking slayed, dude. Oh my god. And the fucked up thing is between those 2 years that it was rescheduled for, Gojira came out with the #1 motherfucking album, like Pantera did with fucking Far Beyond Driven. #1 motherfucking album, and it's heavy fucking metal. I remember I had a Sirius Satellite Radio and I listened to Liquid Metal a lot. Jose Mangan was like that whole week was like, dude, this is our time, metalheads. But like, dude, we're #1. Fuck pop music, fuck all that. And yes, I enjoy some of that shit too. Don't get me wrong, but
sure,
dude, heavy metal, #1 in the charts. That's fucking amazing.
It is.
All right, and then
dude.
I think okay, I did say that Jefe has no space story already.
Yeah, no, that one's great.
It, yeah, it's fucking awesome. So I'm also doing a project. We called it They, and
Okay.
all of that means is but like, hey man, like they're watching you, or they say you shouldn't do that, or like
Yeah.
that's they, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Big brother or whatever the fuck, and so the whole idea, the whole premise of this band is we're gonna write, we're gonna record, we're gonna shoot a video for, and put this one song out. That's it.
Oh,
And
I
yeah,
like
and
it.
I think we're gonna call it. I think the song is now called "They'll Try to Control You." So it's super sick. It's they'll try to control you. Yeah, I'm super
Dude.
excited about it. It is Red can contest to that. This is some of the heaviest shit I've ever done, and it's got
Really?
two guys from fucking Backbone. I don't know if you know that
Okay.
band.
Yeah.
Super fucking heavy. Drop L. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking retarded low. And
Drop L.
and just dude and notes that aren't supposed to be played together, but god damn, when you do, they sound fucking good. But I'm
Dissonance.
gonna send you I'm gonna send you the demo mix of it. We're actually gonna go record it in the studio, but I just want you to hear it, brother. It
Yeah. Cool.
is
Thank you.
fucking
Yeah, I'm gonna check
badass,
it
man.
out. I'm
Yeah,
stoked.
I'm super proud of it, man.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
You know what's really
and
cool about doing this stuff is that like everybody I'm talking to is like, dude, I got stuff you got to hear, and I'm like, okay, and I get to, I'm like, yay, I get to
fuck
hear
yeah,
mixes
dude.
and shit. Yeah, so stoked about it.
So I do want to send you the some Monstro track
Okay.
that we're doing. So to give you a little leeway in that. So basically, Beard's got all these fucking riffs, and throughout the past few years, he and I've gotten together, and I'm like, dude, I like that riff, and then like in this one little segment or whatever, like I like riff 1 and riff 4. And he's like, okay, mental note. He's writing it down. And then I'm like, oh, that would do like 1, 2, and 3 fucking work, but fuck everything else. He was like, all right.
Yeah.
And so we pieced together these fucking songs. And so this one, it was on the docket for us to work on, right? And uh, Joe had just passed away, and so we're in the studio, and he's like, all right, before I even play the song, uh, here's what I was thinking. I'm like, come on, Beard, give it to me. And he's like, I feel like this is like everyone gather around, everyone gather around. It's Jefe story time. Come on,
Yeah.
gather around. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I could tell stories about Joe. And Beard was like, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And bro, like 32 minutes, song was done.
Wow.
And it's still demo-esque, but I do want to send it to you because yeah,
Please and thank you.
anytime we ever play a show, it's definitely going to go on an album. This is a song I wrote for. I wrote it for Joe Finger.
Nice.
That's how I would introduce him.
Hell
Like when
yeah.
we were
Yeah.
introducing the band. Yeah.
That's
Fuck
awesome.
yeah. That's
dude.
it. That's his wrestling intro.
Yeah. Right. It's fucking fantastic, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
thing,
so go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say the cool thing about being in bands and being in having this camaraderie with your brothers or sisters or whoever, like everybody gets something like that. Everybody get maybe not be exactly like that awesome wrestling name intro, but like there's always something and it follows you on tour, it follows you wherever. And like with
Well,
King's
I'm
X,
Jefe because of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
right,
wouldn't have been Jefe.
yeah,
I wasn't in this shit.
yeah, dude. Like,
I'd have just been Aaron Wayne Machulka for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? But
okay,
things
I
just
don't,
change out.
yeah, it's true. Dude, this has been fantastic, man. I'm gonna jump off here because I have to be at work at 5 a.m. But
Cool.
dude, thanks for coming on. Dude, Jefe, seriously, let's do this again.
Had a blast.
I want to come on yours. I'll come to your house. We also need to do the
fuck
ghost
yeah,
thing.
Come on down, man.
We need to do all kinds of stuff. Make sure you give Red a big ass fucking hug from me and all that. And we'll talk after this is all over. I'm just gonna do the wrap up thing here.
We're gonna do the wrap up.
Yeah.
Hold on. So the wrap up might be I am Jefe.
Send me that. I'll put it in right here. I'll end it. It doesn't have to have the music. We'll just end it that way.
Right on, brother. Fuck
Awesome,
yeah,
dude.
man.
Thanks for
Hey,
coming
I can't
on.
wait to hug your neck, brother.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fucking awesome. Everybody, thank you for joining us on the 13. I'm Ryan 13. This is Jefe. We'll see you all again on the next one. All right, everybody. As promised, here is the demo for You Again. It's about Jefe's good buddy Joe Tips, who passed away, and I think it's a great song. Check it out. Exclusive. Yeah.
Was still a man, bang the tips. He take no shit. Showed me the world, how to play the game, and I ain't never been the motherfucking same. Riding on your shoulders, my friend. I'll ride it with you till the bitter motherfucking end. Pages rip right out the book. Nothing safe, nothing took. Transcribing notes to what's become our only hope. Robust yet honest words my ears have heard. Challenge accepted, my friend. We are here to win. It was once you again. Till we die, my one friend. What a story to tell. Righteous words you can say. It was once you again. Till we die, my friend. What a story to tell. Righteous words you can say. Pages rip right out of the book. Nothing saved, nothing took. Speeding bullet by the throat, weak bullet. I do it again.